I'll tell parents too, go around the house and go, you know what, honey, I'm about to flip my lid
Mm-hmm.
and I need. And really, a lot of parenting is modeling.
Yeah.
When you're modeling and teaching, that's teaching and that's discipline. You're
Yep.
showing a child that this is what we do with our big feelings, and we all have them, and we have feelings and there's needs, and teaching kids the 5 A's. 5 A's are we all have 5 needs. We all need appreciation. We all need acknowledgement. We all need autonomy, alone time. We all need affection, and we all need attention, listening. And that's really
Mm-hmm.
part of the emotional and psychological needs. And we all have a right to ask for what we need. And there's a difference between needs and wants. And so,
Right.
yeah. So, and like make parenting fun because it will have challenges. We all know this.
Yep.
Uh, so make it fun and playful and I'm a big advocate for attachment parenting.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
What do you mean by
so,
that?
yeah.
Thinking of foster care, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so attachment parenting, the relationship comes first. And so I teach Daniel Hughes's attachment focused parenting, and he talks about connection before correction. You must have connection with your child, and that's connecting to them through PACE, PACE. Have you heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
It's the acronym, and you don't have to do it in this order. But P, any big behavior that you see, just do something playful. Playfulness can
Mm.
sometimes shift a stuck child.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I've tried it. I don't teach what I haven't, I don't preach what I haven't done and worked out for myself. It shifts kids.
Mm-hmm.
Kids get stuck. And so doing something playful can help. I like to also teach parents pace for you too. Pace yourself, like putting the oxygen mask
Mm-hmm.
on. Do something playful with yourself. Don't be so
Mm-hmm.
hard on yourself. You're going to have your hard days and then, and your good days. A is always accept the child is doing the best that they can. Even the
Yep.
maladaptive behaviors, they're not doing it on purpose. They're not trying to push your buttons. They're having an overwhelming internal experience that they don't know what else to do with their feelings in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So separate the child from their behavior.
Yeah.
So love your child always and convey that verbally and non-verbally. Even when they do something wrong, you're not putting the emphasis on their wrong. You're putting the emphasis on throwing your cell phone against the mirror. That's not okay, right?
Right.
You're okay. Throwing
Mm-hmm.
that against, that's not, and a lot of attachment is about we. It's not you're going to work on this. It's we're going to work
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
The relationship, the co-regulation. So A is that accepting your child is doing the best you can, because we do project a lot of, you can get caught in a negative feedback loop where you're just looking at your child like you're so frustrated with them. And when they pick that up, they're going to hide their motives. They don't feel safe. If they feel criticized and blamed and shamed, they're not going to open up. And guess what? Your role as a parent is going to be even harder.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
in your best interest to accept your child is doing the best you can. You may not like their behavior, but separate them from their behavior.
Mm.
And accept yourself. You may
Mm-hmm.
look in the mirror and go, you know what? I flipped my lid this morning
Mm-hmm.
again. Go to your child and repair.
Yeah.
It's so powerful. And taking responsibility over your own reactivity, which Brian Post talks about. I mean, I've done it as a mother. I said, you know what? I flipped my lid this morning, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm not shaming myself. I'm putting the emphasis on the behavior, and I'm going to work on that because I know that scared you, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry about that. And kids will be like, "You talking to me?" It it
Mm-hmm.
it's it shows you value the relationship.
Right.
You value that person. They are so worthy and valuable that you will take the blame and take responsibility. And that's so powerful for a
Yep.
youth to
Yeah.
recognize, wow, I really matter to my parent, that they're willing to be vulnerable. And it shows kids how to be vulnerable. And I'm going to tell you, kids will a few weeks later go, Mom, I'm really sorry that I flipped my lid, because you've shown them the way.
Yep.
You've paved that path. So then C is be curious. Always be curious. And you really need to watch your tone of voice. And in attachment parenting, it's raising. You can tell the difference between asking a question where you're expecting an answer and you're like, I want to know why you did this, right? That is not going to be in your best interest, because the child's going to feel criticized. They can already tell by your tone that you're angry with them. And a lot of these kids mistake anger as abandonment. They feel they see when parents angry, they feel like they can be potentially abandoned. They're unlovable. There's something wrong about them. See, they don't like me. So there's a high sensitivity to any perceived sense of rejection.
Right.
So now listen, we're human. We're parents. We get angry sometimes. But we need to just keep it in check and take responsibility where we're placing the anger. So C is just be curious with your tone. And it takes practice. When you see, something broken in the living room, rather than saying, what happened here, right, with your tone, it's, let me be attachment focused. Let me use pace and go, what's happening here, honey? I see that there's a lot of stuff on the floor. You're more likely to get the whole story if you question and ask why and are angry. The child will hide their motives because they're going to feel that you're going to criticize them. And it could have been, kids make mistakes all the time. So, and I was one of those kids, and we will blame and shame ourselves. You betcha. So if we see you blaming us, there's a double blame going on. We can get really hard on ourselves and then feel worse about ourselves. So be curious, and your tone will change. And it's actually a high C note. And it's because it's safe for the listener. It actually brings the listener in. And Daniel Hughes talks about storytelling. When you're giving information, tell it like a story. You see how my tone just changed? It invites the child into the story, and they're actually more able to take in the story and be receptive to what you're telling them. And then E is have empathy. Have empathy for yourself. Have empathy for your child. This is hard. Name it to tame it. This is hard, and we're doing it. This is hard, and we're going to get through this, right? You're the thermostat. You're the model.